Hey guys, what is going on? My name is Chinese Guy or Derek, and does this look familiar? If you watch online YouTubers like PewDiePie and Jericho, you would know that this looks similar to the Stanley Parable, which it is. The Stanley Parable you guys know are the ones that are an HD remake visual update of this one. This is the OG Stanley Parable, the original game that was made in 2011. It was a project started by a guy named in the description box below, but this was his original creation. He worked on it for 2 years, which means that this game was officially or in development from 2009 to 2011, released as a mod 2011. This is actually version 1.4. I think he released 1.2 to 1.3 to 1.4, so this is the final mod version release before Galactic Cafe made the actual Stanley Parable game that we all know now, which is on Steam for 15 bucks, is it? Since I'm Asian, I'm not gonna buy that. I'll wait for it to go on sale for like $4 or $5, then I'll buy it. But here is some original Stanley Parable gameplay. I'm pretty sure no one else or not a lot of other YouTubers have played this because it's such an old mod, and I don't think anyone else bothers to play this. But since I want to get a taste of the Stanley Parable for myself, let's play this one. And if this looks similar to another thing that you might guys know, it is the mod of Half-Life, which means that this was an official mod of Half-Life 2, which means it has the Valve's original, everything that looks like Counter-Strike. Pretty sure everyone knows Counter-Strike. This is how Counter-Strike looks like for the menu and stuff, because Counter-Strike is also a mod of Half-Life 2, I think, is it? But yeah, they use the Valve Steam SDK source. So anyways, let's start this game and let's see how it is loading. Yeah, looks pretty similar to Counter-Strike because it's the same engine that it runs on. So let it go.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor next to his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
Bullshit. Okay.
And then one day something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on a monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and walked out into the hallway.
And now I have control of Stanley. Okay. As you can see, this is clearly not the Stanley Parable that most of you guys know. It is, I might call it, I don't know. I don't want to trash this because this was a mod from Half-Life 2. I don't think most Half-Life 2 mods are actually looking pretty, like, HD-wise, like the new one, the new Stanley Parable. But as you can see, everything is pretty, not HD, what is it, standard definition, low definition, whatever it is. And I'm sure, like, my settings are on high, too. If you're in video, let's go ahead. Oh, yeah, high, everything's pretty high already, so that's that. Oh, I just lagged for like a few seconds. Okay, let's go.
Stanley decided to go to the staff lounge to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
As you can see, it's missing the main, like, desks here. It's all just doors. But in the newer Parable, there are desks here, a computer, and then there's room here. and then a long ass hallway, which is pretty curved in the new Stanley Parable. Same thing as everyone else.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Yeah, here is the 2 choices, and because fuck you, I'm not going to the last one.
This was not the correct way to the employee lounge, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. So he turned left at the first open door and walked back in the right direction.
No, fuck you.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Maybe this is why everyone had left.
Oh.
No one wanted to be around someone as bad at listening as him. And since he was walking into the middle of nowhere and thus ruining the entire story, Stanley decided that he would punish himself. So when he came to the elevator and the doors opened, he stepped inside and pushed the button to go up.
Can I go down? I want to go down. Okay. I'm gonna go down. Fuck you.
Oh, Stanley. You know, you really aren't going anywhere, and I don't say that deceitfully. I truthfully mean that there isn't a story down here. The story was back up where I told you to go in the first place.
I don't give a fuck.
Right now, you're just running around looking at empty halls. And frankly, that's perhaps even more infuriating for me. So why don't you throw me a bone, give me a chance, and just let me tell the story I want to tell,
Should I? Should I do what he says? Can I go down even more? No, I can't push anything. Why can't you run in this? I walk so slow. Of course, he is that idiot who never exercises in one room. Okay.
Now listen carefully.
Oh my god! Wow!
Stanley walked through the red door.
Should I go through the red door? Or should I go through the blue door? You know what? I'm gonna save this, and then I'm gonna make 2 different endings. Okay. Let's save one game. Okay. It's saved. So, in the next video, you can choose. There will be annotations before, so I can go here, or I can go here. Up to you.